I hate intros and outros. We're not here yet. Like, we're not here yet. I'm not with this whole talking thing, but I need to explain what the fuck is going on. So yeah, I need to figure it out, right? Cool. All right, so hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome me back to my channel, because you know, if you know, it's been a long time. It's been like 3 years since your girl dropped a video, right? That's kind of crazy. Yes, I know, insane, but listen, it's 2020. We're gonna stop playing with ourselves this year, right? That's the goal. We're gonna do everything to live up to our full potential. That way, when shit don't go right, the only person you can blame is yourself. Yeah, right? So, anywho, thanks for tuning in. Today, I'm going to show you guys how I recreated my look for Trinidad Carnival. So, Trinidad Carnival was in February, and I was there for 8 days. And with Trinidad Carnival, you have Monday mask, and then you have Tuesday. So, Monday mask, you usually do Monday wear, which is this cute little one piece that your girl got on, and it was designed for me by Mr. Nick Oliver, who is amazing and absolutely the sweetest person I've ever met. Just bless him, okay? Bless him. Anytime I need any kind of one piece, anything custom made, that's gonna be my man, because this baby fits like a glove. I will go ahead and drop some photos and possibly some videos. I'm not trying to get flagged by YouTube, and since I ain't been on here in a while, I need to be careful and know exactly what it is I can and cannot drop. You feel me? But this is the gist of the outfit. So it is basically just one piece that turns into a nice little fawn right here. You got a little under boob, and it has this beautiful zebra detailing on it that glitters, sparkles, however it is that you want to see it. Then it has mesh arms with the back out. So when I did do this look originally, I did not have this ponytail in. I actually had it in 2 space buns, but it was the same exact type of hair. So I will let you guys know also what hair I use, because this hair was cheap and it's great, and as long as you take care of it, it will last. So as you're seeing it right now, it's dry. When you watch the video, you're gonna see that it was wet, so it was looking a little frail at the time. But now that it's dry, I could go ahead and like comb it out, and I can tease it, and I can make it a lot bigger and make it real Barbie-esque, you know, because that's what I love the most. So this hair is 34 inches, and it touches my butthole. I'm only 5'2", so that's how long this is. And I'm actually going to show you guys, because I had an extra pack. I have a 36 inch that I did not use, but we're going to hold on to it. So it is this brand of hair, the Organique Breezy Wave, 36 inches and 613. So this is what it looks like when it comes in a pack. And I did just buy this from the local beauty supply store when I was home in New York. When I go to New York, I try really hard to get all of my hair and like supplies and all that stuff, because where I live in Miami, there's no black hair supply stores here. We gonna keep it funky right now. No black, no Asian, nothing Chinese. I don't care who runs it. We only have Sally Beauty here, and where I live more specifically, there is black hair stores, but just not where I stay. Okay, just reiterate that. Yeah, so the only like local beauty supply store for me is Sally Beauty. And if you've ever been to Sally Beauty, you know that it's not necessarily affordable, especially when it comes to hair. Like this pack of hair is Sally Beauty by Revlon, and it costs you $44.99. Like, since we're not doing that, we're not paying 40. No, not for no ponytail hair. We're not doing that. So yeah, so when I went to New York, I did buy a couple of packs of these. I bought this 36, I bought a 34, and then I bought two, I think like 28s or something, because I knew that I was going to do space buns at some point. So I just bought two separate bundles for two different ponytails. You feel me? Yes. So let me stop talking about my hair because y'all don't care. But yes, I did film an entire get ready with me hair, makeup. When you see me in a video, I'm gonna be doing a lot of singing. That's because, listen, music is the motivation, right? Listen, I can't be talking and doing makeup. You see how long it's taking me to do this intro? Do y'all see how long it is taking me to do this intro? I talk too much, so voiceovers it is. But I just want to do a cute little intro. I really did want to welcome everybody to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Please go ahead and subscribe if you have not subscribed. You know, copy the link, drop the link, send the link to your friends, support your girl. Let's get this thing moving, because for 2020 I plan to be consistent and I'm trying to come strong, you know what I'm saying? But alright, I'm done playing around. Again, thank you so much for tuning in, and if you're ready to see how I recreated this gorgeous look from head to nose, go ahead and keep on watching. Thanks.
Alright guys, so to go ahead and get started with this look, I'm going to go ahead and prep my hair for the ponytail because it is damp at the moment. I did have that turby twist on, so I'm going to go ahead and re-wet it just a little bit so that when I add my products, you know, it'll all come together. So I'm starting out with my Main Choice leave-in lotion, which is my first time buying that particular lotion, and it is godsend. Smells amazing. All of Main Choice stuff smells really good. But yeah, I'm just basically going ahead and prepping my hair for that ponytail. And for time's sake, this entire video is probably going to be sped up a lot. So yeah, just bear with me on that. But as you see, I'm going over with a hard brush. I believe I got this brush from Target. And I really like the hard brushes because, for one, my hair is curly, so I try to, you know, comb it and slick it and brush it or whatever to make it as silky as possible. And because as my hair dries, it only gets that much curlier. So, yeah. And I'm just adding more product and slicking it and slicking it. And there's going to be a lot of slicking going on. I kind of look at my hair as the way I set my face. Like, I set my face 3 and 4 times within the process. And I kind of do the same thing with my hair. So now I'm going in with the styling gel. And as you can see, this gel is not like your typical gel, you know, where it's like a very stiff jelly form. It has stick. I cannot explain it. I really can't explain it, because when it is just its original form, it's pretty slip, but when it dries, oh baby, ponytail ain't going nowhere, okay? Ain't nothing going nowhere, not a hair, nothing. So, yep, and now we're going back to just slicking that back up, prepping it for the pony. And because my hair is still relatively short, I struggle with putting it in a ponytail. I can't wait for it to grow like another 2-3 inches so that your girl could grip it for real, because I be struggling. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm just like I'm slicking it because you can't see it on the camera, but there are a couple of frizzies that come up on those like side portions. And I do fold my hair and tuck it under. That way when I put the ponytail over it, it's just less hair for the ponytail to cover. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get a bobby pin, aka 4 bobby pins, and I did drop that one on the floor. But I also use that just to, again, push my hair up and gather as much of that hair as possible to stop it from sliding down, sliding out of the ponytail, frizzing up and things like that. Sometimes what I will do is I will use the bobby pins in this prepping process, and then depending on how long I let my hair sit in the scarf and stuff. Look at me acting like a fool. Excuse my language. But yeah, so depending on how long or whatever it is that I prep my hair for, if I feel like my hair can hold up without the bobby pins, I will go ahead and take out the 2 front ones and then I leave the back ones in. But again, that's like a, case by case basis. It really depends on how my hair is acting and behaving that day. And I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, this day my hair was cutting up. Like, again, it looks good on camera, but my hair was just so frizzy. Like, I don't really know why I was doing that. I think I might have dried it for too long and then didn't put enough water, whatever the case may be. But the more water I put, the more slippery my hair gets, and ain't nobody got time for that. I just wanted to grip my little oxtail and keep moving. That's it. So, as you can see, struggling with my scarf because what else is new? If I wasn't struggling, it wouldn't be me. And I'm going to go ahead and put that on the front. And then I have a second scarf, a very much larger scarf, that I'm going to use to go ahead and tie around the back to hold up the back portion of my head. Yep, this scarf right here. Okay. And I basically try to tie that as tight as I can so that it can literally lay and form around the ponytail base. Like, the only thing that needs to be sticking out right now is the remainder of my hair. And now I'm going in with my favorite moisturizer. It is the Water Gel Boost, whatever it's called. I'm gonna get the proper name and tag everything down below. But yes, it's a Neutrogena moisturizer, and the reason why I love it the most is because it has SPF in it. And then I did go ahead and mix that with my Neutrogena Illuminating Boost Serum. And I like that serum because, one, it adds that glow to your skin, but it also has like a little highlighting effect. So it's really pretty. So for some of those that like to, highlight under their foundation and stuff like that, this is like kind of that, but just it's not as strong. And now I'm going in with my Milk Hydrogrip Primer, and I use a pump or two depending on the day. Get it together, Ashley. Get it together. But yeah, so I am just working that into my face. And yes, look at that handwork. Rub it in, sis. Get it. So now that white stuff that you see is actually me taking some NYX Glitter Primer, and I'm using that in the areas where I crease the most, which obviously is my smile lines because your girl always talking, laughing, giggling, can never keep my mouth closed. So that is like the very first thing to crease. And then also up in the bridge of my nose, that also creases a lot. But again, when you're laughing and stuff and you're scrunching your face up a lot, it's easy for those areas to get creased. And I think I got this from Ashley Devana. She was saying You can use your glitter primer as a way to stop creasing, and she's a genius because I've been doing it ever since, and baby, it works. Now, when I was in Trinidad, I was using my NARS foundation, but because, excuse me, because I got a super tan that I was not preparing for this look, I did go ahead and jump back into my Maybelline FitME. This is in the color Cappuccino, which, as you can see, it really still does not match me. It's very golden in comparison to what my skin looks like now. But that's fine because once I do my concealer and I rebronze my face and I do all that good jazz, um, it's gonna look it's gonna look like I used the right shade of foundation. So I'm not too mad at it. And right now I'm taking my LA Girl Pro Concealer, I believe in Cool Tan, and I'm using that to highlight my face. And that is a body blender, a wet body blender, actually too wet. If you see, I just ran off and I had to dab that out some more. I absolutely love this body blender because I feel like it's quick. You do a 1, 2, 3 dab and it's blended. But what I was going to say is when it comes to, like highlighting and all that stuff and using concealer, I really only try and go like a shade or so, or I would use my actual shade if you let me, to highlight. I don't really care for the whole, extra dramatic, highlighting effect. And if I do that, I would actually still use this one and then I'll blend it out and then I'll go back in with my medium beige color. And then I'll, add that on top to create a little more brightness. But yeah, I don't really care for that on the daily. And I'm now taking my second favorite sponge, which is my microfiber Real Technique sponge. And I use this only for when I use my powders because once you put it in the powder, it doesn't move. And I feel like when I blend it into my skin absorbs it. So I don't know if that's just the sponge or if it's the powder, what the case may be, but yes. So again, Real Techniques, microfiber sponge, and I am setting all of my highlighted areas with my Fenty powder in the color Honey. Now, without my tan, I would usually use the color Cashew, but Cashew would be way, way, way too light for me right now. You see that color under my eyes, ladies and gentlemen? That is Cashew. So I did go ahead and I did not press it into my skin. I lightly dabbed Cashew onto my under eyes so that I can go ahead and prep for any fallout that I may have as I'm doing my eyeshadow. And for this look, I did go ahead and use my Amrezy palette, which I am absolutely in love with. Anyone who knows me knows that pink and glitter is my thing. Like, I love pink. Anything in pink, I will buy it. And if it has glitter on it, I will buy it. So, yes. And I'm going in with that deep pink shimmer shade. And I'm putting it in my crease and bringing it down, but not necessarily on my lid because I'm going to go ahead and use a lighter pink shimmer, which comes up almost white on camera, but it's like a fairy dust type of pink. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and work that into my eyes and blend it out until I am satisfied with the amount of blending that is being done. And I realized with this video, I had a lot of fallout from my shadows and stuff, and I feel like it's because when I added my Fenty powder to set my eyes, I forgot to dust my eyes, you guys. And I've noticed that every time I forget to dust my eyes off, it's like the powder just sits, and it now makes it harder for me to like pack my eyeshadows. Because when I did this look in Trinidad, I had absolutely no fallout, and if I did, it was extremely minimal. Um, but I did remember to, wipe off that excess powder when I was doing that. So now I'm going in with that lighter pink shade that I was explaining to you guys, and I'm kind of creating like a crease, putting it, like all on my lid and creating like that crease effect, but I'm not doing a cut crease because again, I am going to add glitter on top of that. So I really just use that shade as a base for the glitter so that when I put the glitter on, it's not just sitting on all of that pink, and you'll actually be able to see the colors in the pigment that I am going to use. And I am using BH cosmetic brushes, which at the moment, those are my favorite brushes. I feel like they pick up very well, and they distribute also very well. Between that and Morphe, those are like my favorite favorite brushes. Now I'm going in with my NYX pigment, glitter pigment, whatever it is that you want to call it, along with the applicator for that. And this applicator is bomb, you guys. It's like it's not even a real brush. It's like a silicone, it's like a silicone applicator, and it's obviously, as you can see, it's double-sided. Now, why did I use that side of the brush? Cannot tell you. Why did I not use my glitter primer? Cannot tell you. Am I going to fix it? Of course I'm going to fix it because that's just who I am. But learn from me. Don't make mistakes like I did. Don't forget to use your glitter primer when you're using glitter on your eyes, guys. You would think that was common sense, right? Nah. And now you can see I realized that other side was not working for me. So I did go ahead and flip it over to the more elongated oval side of the applicator brush. But I love, love, love this glitter. I buy a lot of pigments and stuff from NYX, and I usually use them like when I do my cut creases and things. But when I saw this glitter, because it's like it has pink, but then it has silver and it has little specks of gold in it. It's just like, what? Bomb. Come somebody. Yeah, so now that I thought I was finished doing my eyes, I am taking my Real Techniques brush. You guys, I'm so ill prepared. I ain't got the name of these brushes, number of these brushes. I ain't got shit. But yes, I'm go ahead and dusting away all of that excess powder. And fun fact, but anytime that I don't use my microfiber sponge, I will actually use that same brush to go ahead and um, add powder to my face. But yeah, today is not a brush type of day. Today was a sponge type of day. And I'm now taking my Fenty Beauty bronzer in the color Coconutty, and I'm just using that to add that color, that bronziness, that brownness, that melanin that all the girls be looking for. Yes, sis, we are adding that back into our face, evening everything out, and yeah, and still dancing to Beyonce because sis, Beyonce is life. Like what? And I don't even stand for Beyonce like that, but you got to give credit where credit is due, and she is absolutely a genius. And I'm not gonna lie, I went to sis concert and she changed my life. So yeah, I go a little bit harder for Beyonce now than I used to, but I ain't one of them, crazy ass Beyonce people. Okay, so here I realized, girl, the glitter. it is falling and you are not even finished with your face. So I'm now going back in with the glitter primer from NYX that I should have used the first time. And I'm just using this flat brush that I have from Sephora. And I just went ahead and, use that to prep my lids. And now I'm going back in with the same glitter and the same applicator. And I'm going ahead and putting that glitter on the eye. And it actually stayed this time. Like, who would have thought, right? Who thought we would ever be here? Who thought that we would have the tools to do the right thing and it would come up properly? And again, just dusting off that excess glitter. And I love how easily the glitter just swipes away. Like, I've had some glitters and pigments and shadows that you dust that whole way and it basically highlights your entire underarm. It highlights your entire under eye, and that is for the birds. I do not mess with those kind of shadows. So yeah, now I'm going in and I'm doing my other eye. And after I add the glitter to this eye, I am going to go back in and add some more of that pink, that original pink shade that I did use, because I was going a little glitter crazy. And I was like, sis, nobody is going to be able to see that you have anything else on your eyes except for glitter. So I had to go back and pick up my Amrezy palette. And then I used a smaller, denser brush from, again, PH Cosmetics. And I just, went back into my crease and all that good stuff and redid. Gosh, like, what am I looking for right now? What are you looking for, sis? No idea. Couldn't tell you. Oh, I'm looking for the palette. Okay, so now you guys could see what I mean as far as I'm just going back in and brightening up that pink shade again, and just, also making it a little bit more cohesive. I didn't want it to look like I just threw glitter on my eyes and didn't have a real purpose or concentration for where it should be. So really, the crease color should be pink, and then the lids should be glitter. That is the gist of the look. And I didn't go too crazy with the colors on the eyes and do too much, simply because, as you'll see later on, I am going to add these flakes, these colored flakes to my face, since this is a carnival look. And I forgot to set my face in between, but I remembered before I did them brows. So yeah, sis, I always set my face. I try to set my face twice. So usually I would actually set it after I dust off my powder and then do my brows. But that having to reapply that glitter just really, really threw me off. So yeah, now I'm going in and I'm just going to do my brows. Now my brows are already pretty full. I don't get them shaped or anything. I used to get them threaded, but people can't seem to understand that I don't want my brows thin. And no matter how much I would tell them and reiterate and show them photos, legit photos of my own brows, of how thick I like my brows to be, they would still just make them way too thin. So now what I do is I just brush my brows upwards and I will trim them with small scissors, and then I brush them downwards and I'll trim them again. And that's just like how I get the shape of my brows, because since I be over it. And I am using my Anastasia Dip Brow in the shade Chocolate. And I believe that that brush is also Anastasia. If it's not Anastasia, then it is Sephora. Yeah, and I'm just, again, following the natural shape of my brows. Now, I don't know what it is, but my right brow just can never seem to have its shit together. My left brow, it loves me. Don't know why, but yeah. And and I draw over, you guys are going to see in a second, but I draw over my brows a lot because I'm one of them people who still haven't accepted the reality that they are freaking cousins and not twins. Like, they ain't even sisters. Them hoes is cousins and not twins. So I do my brows, and then I will outline them with my Cool Tan, my LA Girl Cool Tan concealer. And basically, I will take off any, excess pomade, or basically shape them to how I want them, which is why I'm not exactly so precise when I do it with the brush, because I just feel like nothing is going to get you that shape like the cleanup will. Like, the cleanup is going to define and do all of that for you. So yeah, so now I'm going in and I'm shaping them, and I usually use my best brow as a reference for the brow that I don't like. And then I don't I don't automatically blend the concealer in, because what I actually do is I take my brush that I use to do my brows and I resculpt my brows within the concealer. Boom, just like that. So yeah. So being that I now was able to create my version of my shape, my perfect shape for my brows, I just go back in with the excess pomade. I don't pick up any extra. I use what's already on the brush. And then yeah, I just use that to go ahead and shape them and make sure I like how they look, and how pointed they are at the ends, or whatever the case may be. And then I go ahead and I blend them out. And I usually always use the same type of brush. So this is, it's a small, dense, round brush from Real Techniques. If I can find the name of it, if it's not washed away off the brush, I'll go ahead and put it on the screen, or I'll go ahead and put it below. But I like using this brush to blend out my concealer, because I feel like it's the only brush that fits perfectly um, between my brow bone and my crease, or whatever, my eye. Like, it's usually the only thing that fits between my eye look. And then to get rid of that halo effect, I'm taking the foundation brush that I used earlier, and I'm just, again, using the excess foundation, or whatever, leftover foundation, to go ahead and blend out the halo effect on my brows. And as you see, I did not put any product on the front of my brows except for the line that I drew. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking the spoolie and I'm brushing out that line, but I'm using that as the product to put in the front of my brows. Does that make sense? So taking the product from the bottom or the base of the brow and just brushing it upwards. Yes, there we go. That way it's not too dark, because like I said, I already have a lot of brows, so I don't need to be adding any kind of product, honestly and truly, to the front of my brows. It only needs to be on the middle and the tail. Yeah, and I think I should be wrapping up my brow process at this point, if I could just stop being so freaking obsessive. Boom. That's it. I scrunch, make sure I like it. That's it. Don't look at it too much. Next. Exactly. So for the next thing, I went in with my what is it? Ginger Binge? What is Ginger Binge mixed with? Mean Money? Yes. Whatever not the purple shit, guys. Whatever the pink highlighting duo from Fenty Beauty is, that is what I'm going in with right now. And originally, when I first bought it, I used to only use the highlighter part, until I realized that the other side makes for a beautiful, beautiful blush on brown skin. So I take a dab of that, you know, and I put that on. And then if I'm usually like, I'm doing the carnival look right now, but generally if I wasn't, I would go in with Water Brat and I would use it to kind of balance that pink because it is a little harsh. But again, being that I'm about to go in with these flakes for this carnival look, I'm not going to do that today. So now I'm going in with that same flat brush that I used on my eyes and the same NYX Glitter Primer. And I'm basically tracing out my cheekbones, like the same area that I would do for highlight. And then I use that brush to dip it in, grab the flakes, and then put the flakes on my face. Now, you do kind of have to hurry up when you do this because one, them damn flakes be falling all over the place. And two, that primer, it dries kind of fast. So in order to get the flakes to really stick how I need them to stick, I gotta move quickly. And you'll probably be able to see it a little bit better on this side. You know, how I just go from the point of my cheekbone to the tip of my brow. And I'm gonna go ahead and add that flake. Now these flakes were more like they were like a light pink, but they were giving me like rose gold vibes. When I zoom in, you guys may be able to see it a little bit better. But I actually picked these up in Trinidad because I got there and I realized like I had nothing. I had no gems. I had no real pigments to like, you know, do any kind of crazy look with. So we had went to one of these stores and they just had all these glitters and these shimmers. And I was like, yes, this is perfect. So I picked up 3 different ones. I picked up that rose gold one. I picked up this deep pink one that I knew was going to match both my Monday wear and my Amrezy palette. But I didn't put much of the pink. I only wanted the pink to be an accent to the glitter that I had put originally. And yeah, now I'm going in with more glitter primer because you're probably like, what the hell are you doing, Ashley? I put the glitter primer on the brush and then I use the tip of the primer to kind of spread it out so that when I grab the the glitters, it will stick to the brush and then I could distribute it from the brush to my face without wiping off, which is what I'm kind of doing right now, but without wiping off the glitters that I already had there previously. And you guys, I was so happy because honestly, this is one of my favorite looks that I did in Trinidad. Um, Again, like I said earlier in the video, I was there for like 8, 9 days and I did makeup practically every day with the exception of like Juve because who the hell wears makeup to Juve? Oh, not me. Um, yeah, so anytime I do my makeup, I'm hype. But yeah, so I did go ahead and finally set my face because the face is done. So I took my Morphe Continuous Setting Spray, which I'm in love with, and then I did go over it with my Milani Make It Dewy, and that was my favorite setting spray before I tried the Morphe one. So now them two together, who gonna tell me anything? And I'm now going in with my Ardell Double Up Lashes. And I don't know if y'all can see the struggle in my face, but I realized that I had lost my goddamn tweezers. And I am not very good with putting my lashes on with my hands, yet alone with one finger that got a nail on it and one finger that don't. It honestly made it that much harder. I feel like if I just would have had no nails at all, or if I would have had a full set of nails, I probably would not have been so scared to do it. But your girl was able to almost flawlessly attach these lashes. I remember the days when I used to put on lashes and I used to cry because it would take me so long. Like, you know, when you was younger and you first learned how to do a doobie and like the doobie just wouldn't stay. I don't know if that's a New York thing. I don't even know if y'all know what a doobie is, but basically when you wrap your head into like a little circle donut. Yes, that used to be me with lashes. And I had to watch so many different tutorials on how to apply lashes. And now I be helping my friends with their lashes. But yeah, I absolutely love, love, love these lashes. And the funny thing is, I was supposed to wear these actually for Monday Mass and then for actual like carnival on Tuesday. And I could not find them on my trip. I just think I didn't have enough, like, I didn't have enough time because we had so many parties and everything was very back to back that it was like we would get back from a party and we would have like maybe 2 or 3 hours to get ready. But it's like that means you have 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours to shower, eat, do hair, and do makeup. And then it's like 4 people at a time trying to do this, you know? So, I had ended up using some lashes that my friend gave me that she bought from Amazon. And the lashes themselves were gorgeous, but it was something about the band. I don't know what it was, but um, the lashes would not stay. And I figured it had to be the band because one, like I said, I don't really have a problem putting on lashes. Two, I use all types of lashes, thin band, thick band. I'm not really one of those people to preference. I like the thicker band because I feel like it just stays quicker. But yeah, and I don't know, the lashes that she gave me, they just wouldn't stay. So again, still having my Beyonce concert, and I did finish off my lips with my Fussy Gloss from Fenty. This might as well have been a damn full face of Fenty. I think the only thing I didn't use from them was the foundation, and that's because somebody dropped and broke my damn foundation. Like, this was way, way back when she only had the first one, the mattifying one, which I don't do mattifying anyways. Excuse me, so I played myself. Don't even know why I had that, but hold on, pause. Let's pay attention to how I do this ponytail. So I took a bobby pin and I attached it to the actual weft itself, and then I slid that underneath the base of my oxtail, and now I am wrapping that around. So you do have to lift, twist, and pull. So lift the ponytail, twist the weft, and then pull it as you're getting to the other side so that you can make it tight so that your ponytail is not loose and sliding and falling off of your head. Then I'm going to take this open-ended bobby pin. I love these. These are actually made with steel or whatever, um, as so they were promoted from Sally Beauty. But them pins don't go nowhere, honey. And yeah, and so I use that to hold the ponytail, midway. And then I just went ahead and wrapped the rest of the weft. And I know it was kind of fast, y'all, but ponytails are like my favorite hairstyle, so I do them very quickly. And do not judge that my hair is two different colors, okay? Just when it dries, it's all gonna look the same. And then for the final step, I'm just taking a piece of the hair and I'm wrapping it around the base, but I'm also pulling up the ponytail and just giving it that little bit of lift because I didn't want my ponytail to just be like sitting on my head, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I'm lifting it and twisting it. And then I'm taking my Got2B glue and I'm going to use that as the adhesive because I don't want any more bobby pins in my head. Bobby pins actually do make my head hurt over a period of time. So as I'm wrapping that hair around, you see now I'm adding the last piece and it's done. And then I go ahead and I take the hairspray and I spray it all around the pony. And that's it. Boom. I'm happy because I'm finished because I've been doing hair and makeup all day. Ain't nobody asked me to do that. I did that on my own, but and this is what I was telling you guys in the beginning of the video when I said my hair was still wet, so it was looking a little frail. You probably can't really tell the difference, but here I was trying to separate the hair and make it not look so damn thin. Like, it was looking so thin, but I realized again that's because it was wet. But that is it for this video, guys. This here is the final look with everything all put together. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, a comment, subscribe, tell your friends, come back another day, learn something. But until then, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.